right, so it's already live now, so just.
The ABA regular season wrapping up here in early March, live on YouTube, Sports Fanbase Network. I'm Aaron Hook. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Tonight, we have a great matchup for you between the Binghamton Bulldogs. The visiting Bulldogs have come in 17-1. They are one of just 5 teams in the entire ABA that has played 10 or more games this season and has suffered only 1 loss. And it is the host 413 Elite out of Springfield, Massachusetts. They win the tip-off here. They control it first, and a quick drive to the rim, and a quick score for the 413 Elite. Again, hailing from Springfield, Massachusetts. Quickly up the floor come the Bulldogs, and it's picked off, stolen away, thrown up ahead, and 413 getting off to a hot start here. Again, we've come in 14-5. Third in the Northeast Division. They go to the rim, and a shot blocked away inside. And that time Deshaun Nelson got a hand on it. The Bulldogs, according to the latest ABA power rankings, are the #1 team in the entire league. Again, have only suffered 1 loss this season, and that came at the hands of the Wyoming Valley Clutch, who, as of right now, are the #2 ranked team in the ABA. Controlling here. Binghamton whipping it around. Sidestep triple from the left wing will go, and that is Brent Williams, the 5'11". They list him at 6-foot guard out of the University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks, but the Elite have the answer on the other end. Jerry Buchanan with the 3 from the left wing, and it's a 7-3 lead for the 413. Underneath, here comes Binghamton with an outside shot, straight on 3, rims in and out that time. And the rebound for the 413 as they take it up the floor. Here's a stop and pop 3 from the left wing. That's too strong, and Williams flies in to secure the rebound. Brent Williams, hailing from Orlando, Florida, transferred into the University of South Carolina as a sophomore, 1 year at Santa Fe College in Gainesville. There he is on a catch and shoot 3, a deep one, and that one's no good. Fight for the rebound, ball kicked out of bounds, and it will go the way of the 413. A minute and 43 seconds into the ball game here. And now it looks like with 10:17 left to go, both sides will head to their respective benches for a quick timeout. And we saw the 413 get a couple of good looks from 3. They also attacked the basket really well. And Binghamton, very outside oriented to begin the game. When you look at the Bulldogs, what kind of season they're having, it would totally 17-1 best team in the ABA according to the latest version of the power rankings. They are winners of 6 in a row, so they're on a 6-game win streak, looking to make it 7 tonight. #1 in the Northeast, 10-1 at home, and they also have not lost away from Binghamton, New York, 7-0 road record, so looking to remain perfect here in Springfield. Walked across right to left here for the 413. Dumped inside, short corner, right side here on a step back jumper from just inside the arc, no good, and the rebound scooped up by Kamari Robinson. And here they come the other way. Binghamton controlling. A little bit over, Walker, and thrown out of bounds, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Binghamton here, 9:52 left. And it will be Walker to get it in. And they do quickly flip it in. Ralph Williams controlling. Williams on the drive, lost it off his knee as he was going to the basket. It rolls out of bounds, and 413 get it back. They forced a couple of turnovers here early on. Very quick team, like to get out and really run and gun, put up a lot of shots, and they're going to look to create turnovers to get that done. To the rim, layup off the left side of the rim, fight for the rebound, tipped out of bounds, and taken here by Binghamton. On outlet pass up ahead, and a foul underneath as they threw it up ahead, and Nelson, Deshaun Nelson, 6'3" guard was fouled on the play, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. And then Binghamton trailing this one 7-3. So you see the clock there in the top right corner. And for the 4-1-3 Elite, they have won their last 3 games, so both teams coming into this one on a bit of a winning streak, as first shot is off the front of the rim there for Nelson. Both these teams relatively new as well. Binghamton has been around since 2017, and 4-1-3 Elite, this is really, I mean, their first season in the ABA, and they played their inaugural game at the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts, obviously the birthplace of basketball. Dr. James Naismith all those years ago. Drive to the rim is not out of bounds. It'll stay with the Elite here. A few minutes into this one in Springfield, both these teams vying for a big win before the start of the ABA playoffs. And number 1 and number 3, Binghamton and 4-1-3 respectively in the Northeast Division. A drive to the rim here and a foul. 4-1-3 remaining aggressive here early on in this one. And this is Jock Green, number 5 out of Hartford, Connecticut, at the line shooting 2. His team up by 3. Green knocks down the first shot. For the 4-1-3, this is their final game of the regular season. For the Bulldogs, they've got one more to go tomorrow. Take on the Bennington Martins in that one. And the second shot also rolls in there for Green. And so the 4-1-3 extend their lead out to 5, 9-4. Still early on in the first. They break the press here, get it across left to right. Into the left corner, a 3, and it goes. Nice shot there. Nice looking one from Nelson. Deshaun Nelson out of the left corner on a triple. And it's down to a 2-point game here. 4-1-3 looking for the answer. 2-man game up top, and the bounce pass is tipped and stolen away. Here comes Binghamton the other way with Brent Williams controlling. Now they work it around their perimeter, driving inside with a runner, getting it to go through the contact. Jimmy Walker with a tough-looking shot there, and he ties us up at 9 apiece. (4-1-3) controlling. Hounded defense there by Ralph Williams, but kick out to the corner, and a 3 there will go for the Elite. Nice looking shot there. And that time it was Buchanan out of the right corner, so he's hit a couple of 3s early on. Jerry Buchanan. This is a deep one here by Brent Williams. Oh man, and he drains it. A few feet beyond the arc there for Brent Williams. And so the sides trading triples as we're tied up at 12. Buchanan on the kick and the drive. This is a long 3. Ball got deflected up in the air. 4-1-3 able to retain possession. They worked it down low. Right side block, spin move underneath, and the reverse. And the 4-1-3 are back in front, 14-12. Out of the right corner, Walker drives inside, and he is bumped and fouled there. Play stop, 7:29 left to go, and 4-1-3 making a substitution here. Marvin LaVale into the game out of Stamford, Connecticut. Again, in that Massachusetts area, you've got a bunch of Connecticut natives as well as Massachusetts guys, so a mix of both. And here at our second timeout of the game, 7:29 left. Gotta tell you that Next Home, Elite Realty, and Tactical Pest Solutions LLC are the sponsors of this timeout. We are proud to have them all as part of the 4-1-3 Elite family. As we're going to come out of the timeout here, the Elite up by 2, 14-12. Interesting bad story with the 4-1-3 Elite. I told you they're a new team here to the ABA this season. Charles Evans is the founder and the owner. Went to high school in Springfield, played originally his college ball in Western Massachusetts, then transferred down to a school in Florida. And he played pro ball for many, many years, over a decade overseas in countries including Italy, Switzerland, and one that you don't hear too often, Tahiti. So also came back to the States for a little bit, played some pro ball, and now very, very excited as he also has a coaching background, transitioning into an owner role. Is off the inbound here. This is Williams with a pull-up jumper, right side, and he nails it to tie up the game at 14 apiece. Ralph Williams that time with the jumper, 5'8", so smaller guy, but he can get that shot off. Here's a left corner three, no good that time by Miller, and the rebound on the left side goes up left and short, but a foul underneath. 7:07 here to go in the first, and this is going to send Kenny Bradshaw, the lone New York native on this 4-1-3 roster, out of Peekskill, NY. He'll be at the line here shooting two, and he hits it. Bradshaw, bigger guy. That's going to be the key for the 4-1-3 lead, trying to match up with the size of Binghamton when you look up and down this roster, as the second one is off the left side of the rim, clanks off, and the rebound by Binghamton. But they've got Walker at 6'5", Derek Hart at 6'8", Bradley Christian at 6'7", so a lot of big bodies on this Binghamton team. Another reason why they are so good. Controlled here with Buchanan. Now into the hands of Bradshaw, back up top. 4-1-3 calling out a set here. They work it over. Buchanan with a head fake, right side, hesitation, now gets to the free throw line, and with the runner, he's able to put it home. Buchanan has shown his scoring prowess here early on in the 4-1-3. Lead it by 3, 17-14. To Williams, Brent, and Ralph playing catch here up top. Ralph thought about the three. Now we'll try the step back three from the wing. Good move there to free himself up, to knock it down. But Binghamton retains possession with a drive inside of the foul underneath. Walker putting his head down, getting to the cup. And I think they're going to call this one on the floor. Walker in not in agreement with the call, and no, they are going to shoot after all. So Walker will have to. 6'5" guard. And his first shot is no good off back iron as we approach the midway point of this first quarter. This one originally scheduled to get underway at 6 o'clock p.m., but due to some scheduling conflicts, 8 o'clock tip-off here in Massachusetts. These two teams both had a little bit of time to prepare and be well rested for this one. Again, ABA regular season winding down at the tail end. Walker with a great defensive play, flying in, knocking away the inbound pass, and believe they're going to say last touch off of the 4-1-3, so the Bulldogs get it right back. Some great hustle and awareness there by Jimmy Walker. And now here comes Derek Hart into the game. We told you about him, 6'8", big man, so he's going to be a force down low for the Bulldogs. Off the inbound here, trying to work it inside along the baseline, ball tipped out of bounds. And looks like the 4-1-3 will get it back, so they force a turnover. We've stayed at this end of the court for a while here, just trying to get the ball across half court either side. Here come the 4-1-3 now, breaking the press. The drive inside, kick out Buchanan for the left wing. 3 out of the left corner, I should say, excuse me, and he missed it. Now here come the Bulldogs. With an inside for Hart, left-handed finish off the window for 2. Derek Hart running the floor and getting rewarded there with the look right at the basket. Ties us up at 17. 4-1-3 have it here. Left side screen coming from LaVale. Pull-up jumper is no good. And the rebound swallowed up underneath. For the answer here. Pull-up 3, quick release, in and out that time. Hart there for the rebound. He missed the second effort. And the 4-1-3 have it coming the other way with a bump and a foul in transition. So some good pace to this one. And we saw the 2 turnovers at the same end of the court by the 4-1-3 trying to inbound the ball. They threw it away, and then Binghamton could not capitalize on that opportunity. But 4-1-3 with it now. You see the Springfield on the back of every one of their jerseys and back of their warm-up jerseys. Each jersey says 4-1-3. So again, very connected to the community. And here's a turnover. Offensive foul going against the 4-1-3. And the Bulldogs get it back. Substitution here is Bradley Christian. He stands at 6'7", coming into the game for Dan Rathmell's Binghamton Bulldogs. Rathmell in it for 45-10 overall record. Very, very impressive numbers. Straight on 3 by Christian, no good. Now Buchanan with the pull-up jumper, no. Hart grabbing the rebound. Going to be a force again to stop on the glass today. As now they lob it up to him. He catches on the right side block, spin move underneath, trying to kick it out to the corner, but we'll have a walk against the big man instead. And it will go the other way with 4:26 left in the first. The Elite work it into the right corner. Back up top, going to take their time here out of the half court. Here's Green kicking out to the corner, right side 3, and another one's good for the Elite. Showing off their ability to stroke it from long range, and now a steal. Knocked away, stolen away by Jock Green. Feet underneath, layup no good. Rebound fought for, and the 4-1-3 knocked it away from behind and a score. Underneath, sticking with the play that time, and they lead it by 5. 3:40 left to go. Here in the first, kick out left side 3, in and out. And on the second effort, put back home. 22-19. Here come the Elite, right to left, they're working across the timeline. The crossover, Jack Green has been the main ball handler so far. For the Elite, setting up the show. Here's Buchanan. Deep 3. And man, he's got some range on him as well. That's his 3rd triple already. And the 4-1-3 are up by 6. As here comes Ralph Williams up the right side of the floor. He's bumped and fouled there by Isaiah Aponte. Foul against Aponte, and we will go to timeout with 3:02 left to go here in this first quarter. And I want to remind you that every timeout is sponsored by Next Home Elite Realty and Tactical Pest Solutions LLC. Proud to have both of them as part of the 4-1-3 Elite family. And the 4-1-3 Elite is proud to welcome the 4-1-3 Elite Foundation, Boys and Girls Club of Springfield, Iona's Cafe and Grill, Marriott Hotel, Springfield, downtown. City Enterprise Incorporated, we got the Juice, Established 88 Clothing, Lids, Live Well and Company, Maddie's Pizzeria, Alpha Prime Athletics, Springfield Stretching, and Massage Therapy. All of our sponsors who help out the team, very, very big thank you to you all as we come back here. 3 minutes left to go. Here in the first on the inbound. Getting it in, Christian into the hand of Marsh, and now Ralph Williams control. This is Christian handling free throw line, and a travel against Christian as he was looking for Marsh on the right wing that time. Another turnover for the Bulldogs. That's kind of been their issue here early on in the first quarter. A lot of turnovers for the Bulldogs, giving the 4-1-3 extra chances to get out in transition and beat them that way. And Binghamton, only 1 loss in the year, 17-1. Drive by Green, and he gets to the left side of the basket, count it, and a foul. So Green continues to be impressive. Him and Buchanan putting on a show offensively. And the 4-1-3 Elite now lead this one by 8, 27-19, or 28-19, I should say. 2:37 left to play. In the first, Reed will be shooting one free throw here. Trying to complete the three-point play. And double-digit ball game. 29-19. Up the floor, here come the Bulldogs. Controlled by Pierre, now a foul. Going against the Elite. Inbound in the backcourt. Christian will get it in. Williams right in front of him with Isaiah Aponte mirroring him defensively. Now Williams will walk it across the timeline here. Over the hard, back to Williams, inside for the big fella, and he gets a clean look at the basket. Lays it up and in for two. Easiest slip that he'll probably get all night. Comes Aponte, going behind his back a couple of times. Nifty handle here to slip by Williams. And a foul driving to the basket there on Ralph Williams. Aponte showing off the ball handling ability. Out of the two-man game was looked in for Sergei Vasilenko. And out of Ukraine. European representation here for the 4-1-3 Elite. Inbound here with Robinson getting in. And now a quick pull-up three from the right side lane is good. And the lead extends for the 4-1-3 Elite, 32-21. Bulldogs in an unfamiliar scenario, down double digits here on the road, and they have not lost away from Binghamton so far this season, 7-0. As Hart goes inside, lost it, was looking for the foul, but on the deflection and the recovery, it's Williams underneath with the reverse layup. And the lead back down to 9, 32-23. Final minute 43 here in the first quarter. Vasilenko inbounds. And now controlled here by Aponte. Aponte with a quick crossover left to right. And the free throw line jumper is left short. Binghamton the other way, inside, follow away jumper on the left side baseline. No, Hart using the size to get up there. Now the left-handed hook shot rolls off the rim, no, and a rebound by the 4-1-3 Elite. Here they come with a hot shot into the lane, count the basket. Looked like a foul was going to be called. I thought that was going to be a three-point play opportunity. Tough basket there underneath. Jason Hernandez with the basket. Tough lane in transition. Now a pull-up jumper. That's no good by Marsh. And the 4-1-3 have it with 50 seconds left to go, leading by 11. Unfamiliar territory again, uncharted territory for this Binghamton team. So used to just mowing down their opponents, but facing some adversity here with 35 seconds to play. Hart to a cutting Williams. Great find. Down the middle of the lane for two. Back to single digits. 4:27. Drive inside, no foul call there. Binghamton coming quickly the other way, looking to answer. Final 10 seconds. And Binghamton with it. 5 seconds left to go in the possession. Kicked it out, shot from the right side, no good. Right there for the follow, though, is Marsh at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. And after a quarter of play, very exciting first quarter, 34-29 as we enter the second quarter here in Springfield, Massachusetts. On the Sports Fan Base Network, we'll play a quick step off and be right back. back here on the Sports Fan Base Network, streaming live on YouTube. I'm Aaron Hook from Springfield, Massachusetts. ABA basketball as the regular season comes to a close with the #1 top-ranked Binghamton Bulldogs trailing the host 413 Elite, who come in ranked themselves inside of the top 20 in the latest ABA power rankings at 14-5 overall. Bulldogs only one loss in the year, 17-1. As Binghamton driving inside, missing a shot there, and a rebound by the Elite. Looked like Green got fouled, coming up the floor. Green, though, stayed with it, getting all the way to the basket, missed the layup, but he was bumped and fouled. 14 seconds into the quarter here, and it will be Green. Shooting two, he's down on the line. Before here in this one, he's got a knack of drawing fouls. You've seen that outside shot come along as well as Green hits the first. It's really been the sharpshooting Jerry Buchanan, though, who's been the spark for 413 Elite with 3 triples already so far in this one, and Green hits them both. 36-31, 5-point lead for the Elite. Controlled here by the Bulldogs, and Mike Pierre is now, he'll find Hart underneath, and that connection working well for 2. Green again, right to the basket, missed it. Put back attempt, no good. And along the baseline, a foul is ruled against the Bulldogs. Trying to see who they'll get it on. I believe it's going to be on Christian, number 32, for the push. And so the Elite will retain it. 35 seconds gone by here, second quarter. Quickly there, going to inbound here for Robinson, and now they get it out to Green from the left side wing. It's a 3. Now they're going to wave the basket off. And so no basket. And an offensive foul. Looks like against the 413. And coming the other way with a missed shot underneath. Pierre for Binghamton. And now another foul. No foul call. All right, so we play on after that collision. Buchanan in the corner. They kick it up top, driving inside with the floater that time. No good from Vasilenko. He was looking for a call, and now quickly the other way, the Bulldogs, but they throw it away. So there's some sloppy basketball here to begin the second quarter. Inbound goes to Green, guarded by Johnny Marsh. Across the half-court line here. Right side screen from Vasilenko. Green elects to go to his left, misses the layup off the window, got his own miss. And now they swing it outside, right side wing 3, no good. Another self-rebound underneath, and that just cannot happen for the Bulldogs. That time it's Kamari Robinson cleaning up his own miss and scoring at the bucket. 38-33. The Elite lead it by 5. Here is Pierre. Downhill, getting to the rim, got it to go. A couple bounces off the rim and in. Mike Pierre, the 6'2" Southern Vermont product. Controlled here by Green, fall away 3 from the right wing is no good. Pierre with the rebound, a near turnover, and it is going to be a turnover. The Elite poked it away. Green inside, kicked it out. Buchanan, head fake on the 3. Now the runner, in and out. Fight for the rebound, Buchanan gets it back, throws it up, missed it. Vasilenko battling for the board, and eventually they'll say last touch on the 413 Elite. Bulldogs will have it come the other way, 9:42 left to go here in the first half. So I told you, only loss this year for the Bulldogs was back on January the 25th. It's Wyoming Valley Clutch. They come in as the #2 team in all the league, but they did get their revenge a week ago today. Binghamton beating the Clutch 94-88. Here's Pierre with the 3, right side win, no good, and the rebound underneath by Green. Green to Buchanan, stop and pop, pull-up jumper from inside the 3-point line. The 18-footer no good, and Pierre now the other way with it. Lobbing it inside, looking underneath for Hart, but he throws it away. Now Green with a pull-up three, no. Binghamton looking to get out and run with the outlet pass up ahead, but a foul. In transition will go against the 4-1-3, 8:58 remaining. Here in the second, they were looking for the outlet up ahead to Marsh, who had leaked out, but heads up defensive play by the 4-1-3, commit the foul, stop the transition opportunity. As now Pierre controls it. Pierre now into the hands of Christian. Underneath, they work it, and the foul will go against Binghamton. And it looked like the 4-1-3 were trying to call timeout. Now the referees come over here, sort it out with 8:47 remaining. I think they're just trying to figure out what the foul was on that end of the floor, who it was on. And looks like we'll have a technical foul assessed against Binghamton. And we'll see who 4-1-3 elect to put at the line. Looks like it'll be Derek Boyd shooting the technical free throw here. Boyd, a Springfield, Massachusetts native, so playing for the hometown team here, and he misses the free throw off the family rim. Lead stays where it is at 3, 38-35 in favor of the 4-1-3. To inbound here, far side baseline. I don't know, looks like they have a alternate inbounding spot here. Referee's trying to get them situated.
I'm about to leave at 9. I'm about to leave around 9.
Alright, looks like another technical. Score remains the same for now, 38-35. And after all that, 4-1-3 controlling with Boyd getting downhill off the glass and down to go. Derek Boyd get back out to 4-1-3. Before Pierre got hit from behind, play continues. Deep three. That time no good by Marsh. Trying his luck from way beyond the arc. Slowed up by Robbins and Hale for the 4-1-3. Now Boyd gonna pull it from deep. No good, and Hart with the rebound. Got the right pass deflected. Going away, Boyd the other way with the lay-in. And the 4-1-3 continue to be great at forcing turnovers and getting the other way quickly. And now again, another one. Boyd up with it, parallel foul. And what a run this is for the 4-1-3 in front of their home fans. Now leading by 11, 40 or 12, I should say. Bad math there on my part. 47-35, 7:43 left to go. We'll have a timeout on the floor here on the Sports Fan Base Network. We'll take a quick step off and be right back. Back here in Springfield, Massachusetts, 7:43 left to go in this first half. The 4-1-3 on a big run right now. A 9-0 run for them. They've extended the lead out to 12, 47-35, and it's Derek Boyd looking to complete the three-point play here at the free throw line. The free throw up and good. So Boyd makes it a 13-point lead for the 4-1-3, largest lead of the night for them. And now a foul coming up the floor against the Elite. Fouled was Ralph Williams, trying to work it across the timeline. 5'8" man out of Los Angeles Southwest College. Bulldogs with it here. Underneath, great find, and finished off nicely by Deshaun Nelson. Saw him early in the game scoring. Long stint on the bench. Now he's back in, providing that scoring burst for the Bulldogs, who find themselves down by 11. Pull-up three, no good. Bulldogs with it here. They get it over for Mullins. Now into the post, Edwards works his way inside and flips it up and in. That's Eric Edwards, the 6'6" player of Cortland State. Talked about earlier all the size that the Bulldogs have. 4-1-3 have done a good job so far containing it, and that's their biggest player, and Sergei Vasilenko with the putback. Man out of the Ukraine, and now another steal for the Elite. And they'll slow it down now with Bradshaw controlling. Inside, dead into the cup. Robinson missed it. Rebound tapped down, and the board eventually secured here by the Bulldogs and Deshaun Nelson. Here's Brett Williams over to Ralph. Now back to Ralph. Thought about the right wing triple, guarded here by Boyd. And now he will pull it. Quick release, can't get it to go, and a rebound underneath by Bradshaw. 5:50 left to go here in the half, and the 4-1-3 got to be pleased with the way they've been able to really stick to their identity, forcing a ton of turnovers, getting out in transition, and the Bulldogs have seemingly had a pretty tough time adjusting to that. They want to play with a little bit more of a slow down pace. Get with their guard tandem of both Brent and Ralph Williams, both great shooters. Nelson we've seen score, and they've got, again, the size to be able to score down low as well. Looks like we'll have some substitutions here. 5:47 remaining. It'll be Edwards to inbound it. Over to Williams, now back to Edwards as the Bulldogs trying to break the press here. Now they do. They get to the cross, left wing three. That time no good, and the rebound for the 4-1-3. With Aponte controlling it. Wants the screen on the left side from LaVale with the 4-1-3 bench into the game here. Aponte down low, and he threw it away. Picked off by Williams. Or Marsh, I should say, actually, with the steal. Williams this time, though, is able to go up ahead and find Walker underneath. Wide open Jimmy Walker with the basket. Back down to single digits here for Binghamton, 50-41. These final 5 minutes imperative for them. You ideally want to try and get it down to a two-possession game or so. Right wing three, no good on the long rebound. Karam's out here to the Bulldogs. Now a left corner three, in and out. They wanted that one pretty bad, but to no avail. And now the rebound swallowed up here by Green. Green going to the cup. And another one that you can put in, and a foul for John Green. He has been ultra aggressive going to the basket so far here tonight, and it has paid dividends. Lead back up to 11, 52-41. Green already his third trip to the charity stripe tonight. Green out of Hartford, Connecticut. And a lot of these New England natives So they complete the three-point play, 53-41. Here is Ralph Williams, guarded by Aponte. Double team comes, gets it up ahead. Now to Edwards, and reset here for Binghamton. Now Williams, oh, what a move! With the pound dribble and the stip through the lane, got to the rim with ease, and Williams finishes it off. Ponte trying to answer, and he has his shot rejected that time by Walker. Sent back right at the rim. Here come the Bulldogs. Quickly up the other way. Outside, Brent Williams wide open. He's so open he can take a dribble, but he missed the shot. Now back out. Williams a three. It goes. Williams 2 times in a row left wide open, and he nails the three. As we go to timeout with 3:53 left to go. Want to tell you, once again, our timeout sponsors tonight, Next Home Elite Realty, along with Tactical Pest Solutions, LLC. Proud to have both of them, as well as all of our sponsors, part of the 413 Elite family. And 413 Elite fans, if you want to follow the team on social media, they're at 413 Elite on Instagram and Facebook, and you can subscribe to 413 Elite on YouTube for the latest news and stats. So 3:53 left to go here, and out of the timeout, going to be interesting for the Bulldogs. You know, you just hit a big three. Williams, it was a big momentum play too, because Williams, like I said, he was so open on the first one, he had time to dribble it and line the seams up on the ball and everything. It was like he was, you know, out there warming up pregame. He was so open, missed it, and then he got another opportunity to hit a three, and he drilled it. So the Bulldogs looking to maybe steal some of the momentum away from the 413. Again, the Elite playing here in Springfield in front of their home fans, and they've looked really good so far tonight on both ends of the floor, forcing a lot of turnovers, getting in passing lanes, making life tough for Binghamton to really try to get into any sort of offensive rhythm. And then you've had Green on the offensive end, along with Buchanan, who was hitting shots early on. Guys like Bradshaw, Boyd have contributed as well. So fantastic performance so far here for the 413 Elite, looking to wrap up their regular season with a W over the league's top-ranked team in Binghamton. Here's Vasilenko to the cup. He gets his shot blocked by Edwards, but a foul. And so they would get the foul against Edwards on the contact. And this will place Vasilenko at the charity stripe here. And he'll shoot 2. The big man out of the Ukraine. So the only international player on this Elite roster. First free throw is good. 3:36 left to play here in the half. Now here comes Derek Hart into the game for the Bulldogs, wanting to get his size back in. So you have the 6'8" Hart replacing the 6'6" Edwards. So and the Bulldogs, big team, want to use their size to their advantage. Vasilenko's second free throw rims in and out, and Nelson flies in to snag the board. Now here they are on the other end with Williams kicking it out to Walker. Walker over to Ralph Williams, driving the right side baseline, pulls it back out into the corner. Williams kicks it out. Walker catch and shoot 3, and they're going to travel beforehand. So another turnover for the Bulldogs. It's been their kryptonite tonight. And now another stoppage in play here, and we'll see what this is about with 3:16 left. Looks like we're going to have another foul against the Bulldogs, another technical foul, I should say. And so we had one earlier, and down by 8. I mean, to give the 413 Elite just 3 opportunities at the line, can't be doing that as Jerry Buchanan hits the first technical free throw. And Green comes up to him. Not really sure if Green knew there was 2 technical free throws. Says congrats to his teammate, and now Buchanan hits them both. And now we have another technical against Binghamton. Looks like somebody on the bench. And this is crazy because this to potentially be a 4-point swing, as I believe Buchanan's going to get 2 more free throws. Just crazy when you're down by close to double digits as it is to be giving free points away like this. 3:16 still left to go, and Buchanan's like, okay, I'll take 2 more. Just getting great opportunities here from the line. He does miss the first one, though. He'll have 1 more. So Buchanan had the 3 3-point mates early on in this one, then was a little bit quiet when he was on the bench and hits the second free throw. But you get 3 points there with no time coming off the clock for the 4-1-3 lead, and even better, they get the ball back as well. Now leading once again by 11, 57-46. With Green handling, goes behind his back, left to right. Checked there by Williams, gets into the middle, and an offensive foul is the call against Green. Good job by Williams there to hit the deck, take one for the team. Underneath to Hart, and he finishes, plus the foul. So Williams reaching up the floor, good awareness to find the big man underneath, and he's got a chance at a 3-point play, the old-fashioned three-point play here. 3 minutes on the dot to go in the half. And Hart's free throw is short. And controlled here by Green and the 4-1-3, leading by 9. Now Robinson. Over to Green, Buchanan. Now a jumper by LaVale, in and out, tapped up a couple of times, can't get it to fall. Eventually Brent Williams grabs the rebound. For Binghamton, LaVale guarding him, smacking the floor, trying to get the fans and the rest of his guys behind him involved defensively here. Williams with a step back 3 though, and oh man, what a shot that time by Williams. Silencing the crowd and cutting it to a 6-point ball game. And now a steal as Robinson lost it. Ball's punched up ahead. Now here is Williams again with a good look for a 3. In and out, and LaVale flies in for the rebound, but he does have it knocked away by Walker. And now a foul against the 4-1-3 as Nelson hit the deck on the loose ball. So the hustle and effort there by Binghamton to keep the possession alive. Rip the rebound away underneath, and they will retain it with 1:56. Down by 6, so we said ideally you'd like it to get to a 2-possession game. They've got a chance here with a 3 to make it a 1-possession game. We're down by as much as 13 in this one at one point. And now it looks like we'll have a timeout on the floor here with 1:56 left to go. This is Aaron Hook with you on the Sports Fan Base Network, streaming live on YouTube. We'll take a quick step off and be right back. Back here, Springfield, Massachusetts, the 4-1-3 Elites and the Binghamton Bulldogs, 2 of the top teams in the Northeast region, doing battle here in the last couple of days of the ABA regular season. Binghamton at 17-1, the top-ranked team in the league, as well as foul on the floor here before the shot. 1:53 left to play. A couple extra seconds came off the clock. Don't know if they're going to reset it. Looks like they'll just keep it at 1:50. 57-51. Here is Ralph Williams with it. Williams around the screen from Hart, dumps it inside to Walker, now over to Hart. Hart with the fancy footwork, the big man floats it up with the left hand, missed it, no good. Right there to grab it though underneath is Nelson, and he gets fouled. So that has been the difference so far here in this second quarter for Binghamton. You saw 4-1-3 get out to a 13-point lead. And now they've got a chance to get it down to 4 as the first one is good by Nelson. Substitution here for 4-1-3 elite. They get Riley Miller back to the game, number 2. Lined up there against Derek Hart, boxing him out, and the second free throw is good by Nelson. So it's down to 4 with 1:33 left to go. And a foul quickly, though, on Nelson as he bumped into Green here right in front of the 4-1-3 bench. 1:27 now. With Robinson to inbound. And his opposite, number 11, and Jimmy Walker will guard against him. And looks like, as we're into the bonus with the team fouls, so 4-1-3, we get the opportunity to shoot a couple here at the line. With 1:27 left. Stuffing something at the table. Trying to get the foul situation under control, but again, Binghamton has had a lot more success getting to the rim and scoring here. His second free throw by Green is good. Makes it a 59-53 game. 58-53, I should say. Kicked out from Walker. Walker spins inside and gets it to go. Green fell down. Wanted the foul call against Walker, but Jimmy Walker, good awareness to stay with the play through the whistle. There was not a whistle. And so now the lead is 3, 58-55. Runner by Boyd is good. Derek Boyd from Springfield, again, told you, hometown kid, making some plays here. And now a turnover thrown away by Williams in the backcourt. Another turnover forced by the 4-1-3. 49.9 left. They quickly inbound. Here's Boyd with a 3, and he got it from the left lane. So the last 5 points for the 4-1-3 have come by way of Boyd, and it's back to 8 with 35 seconds. Now Williams going to slow it down, wants to clear out here. They dump it into the 6'8" Derek Hart. Guarded here against Miller. Miller, and knocked away. And now stolen almost immediately by Williams. With 15 seconds left, he goes behind the back over to Hart, but he lost the pass off his knee out of bounds. 13 seconds left. The Elite will have the final shot here in the second quarter. Inbound pass up ahead to Green. Now with 10 seconds, pull up 3, no, and sort of foul beforehand on the floor. Trying to figure it out. Ten seconds left to go. And 4-1-3 at an inbound. So, looks like they were just trying to fit the clock. Put 10 seconds exactly up. Now they get it into Green. Catches in the backcourt. Pitch his dribble up. He's trying to get it off. 5 seconds. Green lost it. And they say last touch on Hart with 2 seconds. So catch and shoot opportunity here to end the half for the 4-1-3 Elite. They throw it in. A near steal. No foul called. Walker does get it off from half court, and it actually hits the rim. And it looks like, is there going to be a foul called here? Not sure. Trying to figure everything out. Looks like we are just going to go to halftime. Referees wave off the potential foul call. And so at the end of the half, 63-55. The 4-1-3 trying to pull the upset in their final regular season game against the top-ranked Binghamton Bulldogs here from Springfield, Massachusetts. I'm Aaron Hook here on the Sports Fan Base Network. We'll take a break for halftime and be back for second half action.
Hi, everybody. It's Basketball Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman, and just as important, I played for the Springfield Fame in 1986, and it was a monumental time in my career, and it kind of skyrocketed me and my career because being a female playing in a men's professional league had never happened before. So I do want to thank 413 Elite. Thank you so much for honoring the Springfield Fame and just not forgetting, our history and where we came from. I sure do appreciate everything you're doing with all of your teams right now. And I do want to also say thank you for honoring, women and the women of 413 Elite. I think that's really important, obviously. And I just want to continue to encourage Charles Evans, the owner. He's a native of Springfield. It's a pretty powerful city and a lot of history, as you know, from Dr. Naismith and the Basketball Hall of Fame. Continue to honor this game, promote this game, and help the next generation play this game. It was an honor and a privilege for me. So thank you so much for having me. And I just wish everybody and all my friends in Springfield just to be blessed and enjoy themselves.
back here, Springfield, Massachusetts, site of tonight's ABA contest. The Binghamton Bulldogs at 17-1 overall, the #1 ranked team in the ABA according to the latest power rankings. And it is the host 413 Elite, hailing from Springfield, Massachusetts. Here in Springfield, the 413 Elite at 14-5 this season, third in the Northeast region, a potential playoff team as well. Leading this one 63-55 as we get set to be in the third quarter. It has been a bit of a wacky game, but an interesting game. Really close lit throughout. 413 did get out to a 13-point lead at one point, but Binghamton got it down to a one-possession game about a minute or so before the halftime. And then the 413 with a 5-0 personal run by the Springfield native, Derek Boyd, got the lead back out to 8, and that's where we sit right now as we are underway here in the third quarter. The quick pull-up jumper by Riley Miller, and a miss. Inbounding here for Binghamton. Here comes Williams. And now a steal. Saw this a lot in the first half, and it is Green all the way, finishing it off, and the lead quickly out, backed up to 11. 66-55. This is Brent Williams, South Carolina product, transferred into the Dane Cox program as a sophomore back in 2011. Williams now underneath, turning the left shoulder, throwing it up, no good. That time the shot by Nelson, and the 413 have the rebound as they come the other way. A foul, Green knocked to the floor. Helped up there by Williams, good sportsmanship. 56 seconds gone by here in the third. Inside, ball poked out. And now this jumper off back iron. Eric Edwards, the rebound. 6'6" forward. The outside shooting for Binghamton. Been a little bit hot and cold. This man, Brent Williams, with a few in the first half, misses the layup there. And Green racing up the floor, kicks it over to Buchanan, back to Green from the left wing. That three is money for Jock Green. Continues to be a scoring prowess as here comes Edwards and a blocking foul called against the Elite underneath. Edwards using his size there to draw the contact and draw his way to the free throw line for a pair. The Binghamton Bulldogs, coached by Dan Rathmel, 45-10 overall record so far in his career. Binghamton founded in 2017. They have been a perennial top team in the ABA. Edwards free throw points off the front of the rim, no good. We'll have one more. We told you about them. 17-1, their only loss, as Edwards hits the second free throw. Only loss came to Wyoming Valley Clutch, the #2 ranked team in the league. That was back on January the 25th on the road. We told you though last week they got their revenge last Saturday with a 94-88 win over Wyoming. Here is Williams in transition. The pull-up three from the left side, and just like that, lead is down to 10. But quickly the other way, the answer, and now an injured 413 Elite member is down. Trying to get who that is exactly, and now back up to his feet. It was Boyd who hit the deck hard. And he still seems to be in some pain, grabbing at that right wrist area. Looks like we'll have a timeout here on the floor. 9:35 left to go with the 413 Elite leading by 12. And we'll take this opportunity to once again remind you that our timeout sponsors, Next Home Elite Realty, as well as Tactical Pest Solutions LLC, both of them Big thanks to them for sponsoring our timeouts tonight. We are proud to have them all as a part of the 413 Elite family. And I want to remind you that if you want to follow the 413 Elite on social media, they are at 413 Elite on Instagram and Facebook, and you can subscribe to them on YouTube. 413 Elite is their channel page name. So back down to the timeout here. Williams to inbound for the Bulldogs. Gets it into Walker. Walker quickly to the cup, and he gets it to go. Back down to 10, 71-61. Bulldogs, though, can't afford to go bucket for bucket. Got to string some stops together. Had some difficulty doing that in the first half at points. Underneath, and a foul as Miller went up with the shot. And this will put Riley Miller at the line. 2:42 gone by here in the third. From Springfield, Massachusetts, the birthplace of basketball, as they call it, home to the National Basketball Hall of Fame. Shot up and good by Miller. Dr. James Naismith, all those years ago, founding this game here in Springfield. And here is Miller on his second attempt, and it rolls home. 73-61. Light press on here for the Elite. Broken pretty easily here by Binghamton. Walker over to Williams. Williams around the screen. Gets it out to Edwards. Rip through move. Muscles it up. No good. Offensive rebound down low by Nelson, but he couldn't finish underneath. Now the Elite the other way. Trying to dump it down low. Left side block for a post slip, but it was tipped and stolen away. Williams, Ralph Williams with a pull-up three, and he drains it. Big shot there for Binghamton. Back down to a single-digit ball game. Williams that time. Nothing but nylon as the net got stuck up there on the rim. They'll fix it next time down. Miller inside, no. That's just the presence down low of Edwards, the big body, making it tough there defensively. Here comes Williams with a kick out. Edwards. Pound dribble up top. Now this is Brent Williams with a kick out. Three, in and out, just missing. That time was Nelson. Walker with the rebound. His shot underneath is no good. Quickly the other way, Buchanan. Great extra pass to a cutting Green down the middle for the lay-in. Great extra find there by Buchanan. Being patient, unselfish, and finding the open guy, cutting to the rim. Walker with the rip through move, and his shot gets denied, but a foul. So Jimmy Walker, who we saw an early dose of offensively for Binghamton. Really ever since then, it's been the Brent and Ralph Williams show. 2 guards. But Walker here back to the line for 2. Shot up and good. And now we'll have another timeout. So with 7:50 left, you're on the Sports Fan Base Network. I'm Aaron Hook, and we'll take a quick step off. We'll be back in just a moment. 7:50 left in the third. Jimmy Walker here on the back end of these 2 free throws. Dips the knees, up with the shot, and knocked it down. 73-66, 7-point lead here for the 4-1-3 Elite in their hometown of Springfield, Massachusetts. Now we have a blocking foul called against Binghamton. Looking underneath that time for Marvin LaVille. Some bench guys coming in for the Elite. Yeah, number 6, Isaiah Ponte out there. A couple of the starters still in, including Green, who's got it now off the feet from LaVille. Left side wing. Over to Buchanan. And pull-up jumper, no good. And the board snatched up there by Eric Edwards. Now Williams with the hesitation. Control with the left, hits it out, left corner. Walker up top. Williams thought about the 3 and nails it. Green that time was looking for the double dribble call because it looked like for a moment Williams almost had his feet leave the ground. But a clean move and a clean shot there by Williams to make it a 4-point game. We've seen this kind of pattern throughout the game. It's been the 4-1-3 Elite kind of extending the lead out a little bit, and then Binghamton has always seemed to have an answer to make this a ball game, and they've done it once again. Here's Green. Looking for someone to hand it off to. Now is able to find Buchanan. Now LaVille, crossover left to right. With the right hand, he puts it up, and no good. Then we're going to have an offensive foul call in the forehand anyway. And so it goes right back to the Bulldogs. At 17-1, top team in the league. Again, this is only their 4th season as a club. And they do great philanthropy work as well in the community. They've got a portion of their website titled Hoops for Harper. It's their initiative for donating money to the Harper M. Stites Foundation. And so a great cause that Binghamton, who has seen really unparalleled success since becoming a franchise. They've always been right at the top of the ABA standings. 6:35 here off the inbound. Williams racing up the floor. Crossover right to left, hits it out to Brent Williams. Now up top, Edwards, the big man, tries the 3, and he knocks it down. And it's a 1-point game. LaVille. Now for Green on a 3, and he drains it. The triple knocked down there by Green. 78-72. And the lay-in, the answer there by Williams. So high story now, and Williams picks off the inbound pass and he lays it up and in. Aponte with the lazy pass there, and Williams with the steal. 78-76 all of a sudden. And what is the call here? Looks like it's going to go the way of Binghamton. And I think we're going to have another timeout here on the floor with 5:47 left to go. 4-1-3 Elite ahead of this one, 78-76. And again, we've seen this pattern time and time again. Binghamton working their way back in to the game. Here in the timeout, want to tell you once again, timeout sponsors tonight, Next Home Elite Realty and Tactical Pest Solutions LLC. We are proud to have them all as part of the 4-1-3 Elite family. 4-1-3 also proud to welcome the 4-1-3 Elite Foundation, Boys and Girls Club of Springfield, Iona's Cafe and Grill, Marriott Hotel Springfield Downtown, Steady Enterprise Incorporated, We Got the Juice, Established 88 Clothing Lids, Live Well and Company, Maddie's Pizzeria, Alpha Prime Athletics, Springfield Stretching and Massage Therapy. All of our sponsors, a big thank you to them as we're back underway here. Controlled by Binghamton. Turnaround jumper, no good that time by Nelson. Just rolls off the rim, and the rebound underneath by Kamari Robinson for the 4-1-3 Elite. Now Green tries the 3 from the right wing. That's no good, and Williams with the board. Here comes Ralph Williams racing up the floor, hounded by 3 members of the elite defense, and Williams somehow is able to sneak through them all and lay it up and in to tie the game at 78. Quick answer, Robinson tries the 3, no, and here comes Binghamton with a chance. Leading by a 1 here. Working on the corner, Nelson, a 3, and it's good. From the left wing, it's a 4-point Binghamton lead. The bench loves it. And what has happened to the 4-1-3 lead here in the third quarter? 63 points in the break, only 15, more than halfway through the quarter. Inbounded here in the Hart. Hart backing down his man, and Robinson turns the left shoulder, flips it up, no good, but he is fouled. And man, the Bulldogs can do no wrong offensively right now. 4-1-3, not a lot of answers. Showing by 4, Hart a chance here at the line to extend the lead. 6'8" big man out of Clarkson University. And airballs the first free throw. So Hart, big guy. We've seen he's got some post moves, but seemingly struggles with most big men have problems at the line as he knocks down that one. We'll have one more here. 5-point lead for Binghamton. And his third free throw is off back iron, no good. Here comes Buchanan. Been a bit quiet scoring-wise since that outburst in the first quarter. Now into the hands of Jock Green. Green. Hesitation. Kicked out left corner 3. That's good. And it's Derek Boyd, the Springfield kid, knocking it down. Back to 2. Here's Williams. Hands it off here from Marsh. Now Nelson. Down low. Walker spins, guarded by Green. Green playing clean defense. At least he was trying to. Had his hands straight up in the air, but it's a great job by Walker to throw a couple head fakes, get him off his feet, and draw the foul. So Jimmy Walker back to the line. And now we'll have another timeout. And so we'll take a quick step off here on the Sports Fan Base Network, streaming live on YouTube. Back here on the Sports Fan Base Network, I'm Aaron Hook. 3:49 left here in the third quarter with the Binghamton Bulldogs ahead of the 4-1-3 Elite, 83-81. Binghamton, the league's top-ranked team at 17-1 overall. And the 4-1-3 Elite at 14-5, third in the Northeast region. Two of the better teams in the Northeast facing off here in Springfield, Massachusetts. Jimmy Walker hits his second free throw, so the lead here extended out. 84-81, Binghamton leading by 3. The hesitation by Boyd down low, and foul underneath here will go against Binghamton. Only 6 seconds coming off the clock there. And for the 4-1-3 lead, again, they did such a good job of that first half, forcing turnovers. We've seen less and less of that here. Binghamton, you had to assume that for Dan Rathmel's squad, big focal point of that halftime conversation with them had to be taking care of the basketball, and they've done a much, much better job of that. They've actually really kind of reversed the turnover battle here in the third quarter. They've had a couple of times where it's been either a lazy inbound pass or just an errant pass by 4-1-3, and they've taken advantage and created turnovers. Second free throw, no good. 2-point ball game here, 84-82. Johnny Marsh handling here with most of the second unit in now for Binghamton. Is now down low for Hart. Hart spinning up with the left hand, missed it short. And the rebound is tracked down. The loose ball here is handled by Green. And now Boyd again. Over to Green. Now Buchanan, deep left wing three. It's money for Jerry Buchanan. We talked about it. Donovan a bit quiet, but it's back on the board from beyond the arc there to give the 4-1-3 the lead back. 85-84, but not for long with the quick lay-in on the other end. 2:45 remaining in the third. It's been a good battle here between two very, very good teams. And oh man, Buchanan, he's heating up. Another one from almost the same spot for Jerry Buchanan. It's his 5th three of the game. Quickly racing up the floor. Nearly had it poked away from behind him, did Pierre. Retaining possession here. Hart, he lost it out of bounds. And so the momentum just a couple minutes ago, the pendulum swinging heavily in favor of Binghamton, has now gone back into the hands of the 4-1-3, leading by 2. This is Green walking it up across the timeline, left to right. Green guard at the top by Johnny Marsh. Over to Green, looking for the left side screen. Now Boyd fires. And looks like he got knocked out of the shot. No foul call, but right there to clean up the mess on the offensive glass and put it back up, and it is Robinson. And now a steal or a near steal in the backcourt. Possession going to be held here by Binghamton. They'll retain it, but another near turnover in the backcourt there. Up ahead, they flick it, get to the cross, into the hands of Marsh. Marsh quickly to the basket, leaves it. That time for a cutting Mullins, and Mullins with a left-handed lay-in. 90-88, lead back down to 2 for the Elite. Here's Buchanan. Hit a couple of threes here. So you're thinking about another one, this time inside the arc, kicks it out. Now they dump it down low. The hop step and a kick out. Boyd for 3, no. Too much mustard on that one, pushed it strong, and the rebound by Marsh. Marsh quickly up ahead. Mullins from the left corner on a 3, no. And the rebound brought down by Green. Hit the deck, no foul call, out to Marsh for a 3, no. 45 seconds here is the Elite want to push. And they'll turn it over. Trying to work quickly and to their detriment that time. So Binghamton gets it back. Pass is deflected in the backcourt. It's recovered by Marsh, who threw the pass. Gets it back. Goes all the way to the cup and finishes strong. Johnny Marsh, what a great play to stay with it that time and tie the game up at 90. With 22 seconds left to play, and now a timeout taken here with 21 seconds left to go by the 4-1-3 Elite. Try to draw up something here to get the final basket of this third quarter, but again, at times where the 4-1-3 have been up by double digits and Binghamton has looked kind of lackluster offensively. Been a different story here in the third, and we're looking like we're going to have a very, very good ball game going into the fourth. Tied up at 90 apiece right now. So again, to give you what both teams are looking kind of forward to. Binghamton going to wrap up their regular season tomorrow. Bennington Martins will be in town. And this is the final regular season game for the 4-1-3 elite, currently at 14-5. And here in Springfield, they are 5-2 on the year. 6-3 actually away from Springfield, so both these teams very good road teams. Told you earlier that the Bulldogs have not lost on the road so far this season. They have been down by as many as 13 in this one, but they've clawed their way back into it. And now we're tied up at 90. Buchanan will go down into Boyd. Controlling, guarded by Bradley Christian, I should say. Sorry, number 32. A little bit of a zone look here for Binghamton. Kick out left corner three, and it's Buchanan again connected on a triple. Molten hot right now in the backcourt. It's stolen away. Boyd at the buzzer. Misses the lay-in. Do we have a foul? No, I think. And the 4-1-3 not happy with the no call, but the no call will stand. And as we head to the fourth in Springfield, it's 93-90. The 4-1-3 elite over. The Binghamton Bulldogs will be right back here on the Sports Fan Base Network. On the Sports Fan Base Network, 93-90 as we are underway here in the fourth quarter. The 4-1-3 elite leading Binghamton Bulldogs, the league's top team, coming into play. Hart spinning into the middle of the lane, had it knocked away, all the way up ahead for Green in the lay-in. And the transition game continues to provide fruits to the labor of this 4-1-3 elite team. They lead it by 5, 95-90. Down low, Hart, great pass to a cutting Christian who throws it down. Bradley Christian with his first bucket of the contest. One possession game once again. Now Green at the top of the tee. With the handle, gets inside, had the shot blocked away. Knocked away by Marsh. And now Marsh with a look for three for the tie. No. And the rebound tracked down by Green in the left corner, and he got hit right in the nose. Foul is called. Green with a great job coming from the other side of the floor, hustling over there to track down the loose ball off the miss. And he will be rewarded with possession here for the 4-1-3 elite. Just over a minute gone by here, fourth quarter. And now goes to Buchanan, now back to Green. Green with the handle, left hand, right side pick. Doesn't want it from Miller. Now finds Riley Miller. Right side elbow, back out to Green. All the way to the top inside, and the foul called. They get it on Christian. .35 left. And this is Teddy Bradshaw at the line. Bradshaw had 2 free throws earlier. This one baits it home. So He'll say not sure if that was his original intention, but counts all the same. Lead extended out to 4. And this one off back iron for Bradshaw. Rebound here by Pierre. Pierre over to Hart. Now back to Pierre. Williams to Brent Williams in the corner for 3, and he's not going to miss that. When you give him that sort of room, Brent Williams with another 3. Got it from the other Williams and Ralph, and it's a 1-point game again, 96 to 95. Boyd wanted to step back, thought about it, instead gets his way to the cup and is fouled. High-octane offense from both sides is Derek Boyd, hometown hero from Springfield, Massachusetts, at the line for 2 more. 10:08 left in the 4th. Boyd first free throw is up and in. See Jock Green over here talking to the 413 coaching staff as Williams now will come onto the line. And on this second free throw by Boyd, he'll probably be the one to box out Boyd, the shooter. Knocks out the free throw. Doesn't matter anyway. Inbounded here, Pierre. Over to Williams. Williams eventually works it across the timeline. Had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Stays with Binghamton.
AJ, I'm doing my job, AJ.
Sean Nelson to inbound. Williams. Williams handling. Flips it over to Hart. Hart right back to Williams on the handoff. Now the other end missed underneath by the Elite and swallowed up here by Binghamton. They come the other way. Score remains 98-95, and now it's a 1-point game again. It's inside the score by Nelson. So back and forth we go. Left corner 3 blocked. And looked like last touch is actually going to go against Bradshaw and the Elites. Although he had his shot blocked, he was the one who came down with it along the baseline. He stepped out of bounds. Going the other way. Binghamton with a chance to take the lead. Williams slicing down the lane. Inside to Hart. He has his shot denied by Bradshaw. What a block. And now Boyd for 3. No, it's too strong. Pierre with the board. Here's Williams. Goes through his legs over to Mike Pierre now. On the right side wing. Pull up 3. Short. Fight for the rebound. Tapped out to Green. Green sprinting up ahead, up the floor, up for 2, no, but a blocked and foul underneath. So Green taking the initiative there, going right to the cup, and yet we talked about he's so good at drawing those fouls. Physical player, super strong when he is going towards the rim. When he gets downhill, he's tough to stop. You got Isaiah Aponte, number 6, you see on your screen, getting set to check in here after the first free throw. Green shooting 2 more. And his first is strong off back iron. Missed it. So Aponte will enter the game, and Jerry Buchanan will exit here with 8:44 left to go. There's a free throw here for Green, and he misses both. And so it remains a 1-point game. Missed opportunity there for the Elite to extend the lead back out to 2 or 3. Williams driving the lane, misses the layup. Hart grabs the board. Keeps it alive here for Binghamton. And now coming down the lane and scoring it. Are they going to count the bucket? Don't think so. Then they're going to wave off the basket. They'll get the foul on the floor. It was Nelson coming down the lane, looking for the continuation call, but they say the foul occurred beforehand. So Binghamton keeps possession, and they'll inbound side out in front of the bleachers. With Pierre, the one to get it in. And referee is just talking things over. Williams and Aponte getting tangled up. We already have a foul. It's like against Aponte. So trying his best to deny that inbound pass, but at what cost? Picking up a foul there. Gonna inbound here now, Pierre. And now we're ready. Or so I think. Maybe not. Again, it's Williams and Aponte with his hand straight up in the air. And now, after all that, Pierre right into Williams. And another foul against Aponte. And I get you want to get up in the guy's grill, but I mean, picking up 2 fouls in the span of 5 seconds off the game clock, probably not the best idea in a 1-point game. And now Aponte will exit. And Odette LaVille back in. Much easier inbound here for Pierre as Boyd plays off of Ralph Williams here, controlling it. Williams between his legs, hesitation, kick out. 3 for the lead is no good that time by Nelson. And the 4-1-3 have it back with Boyd. Finding Miller with the pull-up jumper. He left it short. Hart with the rebound and a foul on the rebound against Miller. So we've seen 3 fouls against the 4-1-3 in the span of about 25-30 seconds here. 8 minutes exactly remain here in the ball game, and we'll have a timeout here on the floor. We'll take this opportunity to remind you that tonight's timeout sponsors Next Home Elite Realty as well as Tactical Pest Solutions LLC. Thank you to them both. We are proud to have them all as part of the 413 Elite family. Once again, I remind you all, the fans, you can follow the 413 Elite on social media at 413 Elite on both Instagram and Facebook. And then you can subscribe to them on YouTube. Their channel page name is 413 Elite for all the latest stats, news, and updates. So we'll come out of the timeout here in a moment, 98-97, with the final 8 minutes left to go. Yeah, for the Bulldogs, 17-1. Don't want to lose that top ranking as they already have lost so far this season to number 2 ranked Wyoming Valley. Lost on the road back on January the 25th, then a week ago on Saturday, also exactly a month apart from that loss. They were able to defeat Wyoming Valley 94-88, get some revenge there. Eight minutes left to play here on the inbound, and maybe not. We'll have a stoppage. Some confusion over by the scorer's table. Just trying to figure out what the call is here. Referee's pointing over towards the Binghamton bench. Just talking about situation with both teams' timeouts and how many they have remaining. Just got word from my inside source that that's what's going on. Referee's continuing to have a discussion here at the table. Now it looks like we're ready to get back underway. The inbound to Williams. Brent Williams controlling it with the left hand. Williams over to Ralph Williams now. And now Nelson. Back to Williams, hits a screen from Edwards. Step back 3, connects, count it, and 1. My goodness, Brent Williams with a chance for a 4-point play. And Binghamton in the lead now, 100-98. What a shot by Williams. Had his feet taken out from underneath him as he got fouled as well. And here he is at the stripe trying to complete the 4-point play and give Binghamton a 3-point lead. How huge that would be. They have not led for all too long here in this one, but he misses the free throw. So there's the commentator's jinx right there in full effect. 100-98 the score remains. 7.5 left. Boyd, he'll try a 3. Pushed it too strong. Nelson with the board. Now if you're Binghamton, you can maybe slow things up a little bit, play in the driver's seat with a 2-point lead. Pierre with the fall-away jumper on the baseline. Hits it, and the Bulldogs bench is loving it. Now the 4-1-3 trying to respond with Green. Step back 3, no. Rush shot there, quick rebound, and up for 2 is Bradshaw, and he gets attacked by Edwards. So that's a big play by Teddy Bradshaw, because if that shot missed, if Green just put it up, and it was one and done, just a quick 3 and nothing doing on that possession, could have been dangerous. Should have had Binghamton coming the other way, trying to extend it out to a 2-possession game. So they have it at right now, 102-98. Got some issues with the clock here, as you can see. We've got it right. 6:55. Put an extra second up there, 6:56. First free throw is good by Bradshaw. 102-99. Comes Jerry Buchanan over to the scorer's table for the 4-1-3 elite. Bradshaw, I'm sorry, hits the second free throw. 102-100 with Pierre up top against Green. Mike Pierre, Southern Vermont product. Kicks it out. Edwards on the pick and pop for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound fought for and eventually swiped up by Williams. Now a deep 3, and he hits another one. Man, is he fun to watch. Just a tick under 6 foot tall. He is super elusive, and man, can he shoot it. Another 3 for Williams. Up ahead, they get it to Bradshaw, and he's fouled underneath again. So Teddy Bradshaw doing a good job slowing down the pace of play, getting to the line a couple times, and halting some potential Binghamton runs here as we get closer to the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Bradshaw shooting 2 more. Buchanan set to check in. First one is off the rim. Buchanan can't come in yet. And yeah, I mean, he's saying why not. And I agree with him. I'm not sure why he couldn't just check in after that first free throw, but we'll have to wait. Buchanan hits it. Or Bradshaw, I should say, hits it. Sure they come across half court. Controlled by Ralph Williams. You know they wanted to get it to Brent the way he's been shooting. Down low to Edwards they go though. Up for 2, no good, but a foul. With 6:01 left to play. Binghamton by 4. Edwards looking to extend it. Bulldogs are 10-1 at home in Binghamton. Like we've said numerous times, undefeated on the road so far this season, 7-0. It was looking like early on that 4-1-3 had a pretty good chance to hand them their first loss and by a wide margin, but now Binghamton up by 5 with just over 6 minutes left to go. Gotta stay perfect away from home. Also looking for their 7th straight win. They've won 6 in a row. 4-1-3 elite have won 3 in a row coming into this one, so both teams are hot. But something's got to give here tonight. And Edwards, his second free throw is good. So 107-101, lead is out to 6 now for Binghamton. And Boyd lost it. Off his foot out of bounds, and Williams is letting them know about it. Costly turnover there for the 4-1-3. As now Binghamton will get it back. Already in the driver's seat, leading by 6 here. And as the clock continues to wind down, it feels like they're just feeding off that. in these late game situations. So good. Williams spins around Boyd. Oh, and what a move. My goodness, what Michael Jordan that time. Changing hands. The reverse style layup puts some English on it as well. And it's up to 8. Here's a 3 and an answer. Quickly, though, on the other end by Robinson. So a big shot there by Jamari Robinson. 5-point game again. Now Edwards with the hesitation, drives inside, goes to the cup and gets fouled. And this is what the Bulldogs are so good at. Late in these games, they're poised and they know what they have to do. They have to be physical. And they're a big, strong team. A lot of guys 6'5" and up. And so they've got the size advantage. They know they're going to get these calls. And they get back to the line here with Edwards. The big fella is a very good free throw shooter as well. For his size when he hits the first. 111. 104. 5:22. Saw a flurry of timeouts in the third quarter, but as of late, not a lot of timeouts. The second one is good. .5:20 to go, an 8-point game, 112-104. Inside, driving to the cup and getting fouled is Robinson. Robinson, another Springfield native. Like his teammate Derek Boyd, so here's Robinson. Oh, sorry, this is Bradshaw who's going to shoot too. Bradshaw, his first. It is good. Takes a bounce off the front of the rim, finds its way home. Bradshaw. Second. Off the front of the rim. 7-point game. Here comes Ralph Williams. Williams slicing and dicing through the defense. Could have a jump ball called here. As he got tangled up and going to the cup. Referee's going to discuss. Looks like the call will remain the same. No. Foul, I believe, is going to be the call. So they're going to whistle, looks like a foul against the 4-1-3 will be the official ruling. And it will put Ralph Williams at the charity stripe here. Here he is shooting 2. First one good. And also good. Under 5 to go. 114, 105. An 9-point lead, and there's the shot that goes home for Bradshaw. Back down to 7. Bradshaw has been really the lone guy offensively for 4-1-3 these last couple of minutes, getting on the line, knocking down the jumper there. Now Williams gets his pass deflected, nearly stolen away, but it somehow winds up in the hands of Edwards, who just turns and lays it in. And a big break there for the 4-1-3. Here's Green finding Boyd an open 3, and that's good. Derek Boyd with nobody near him drills it from the right wing, and it's a 6-point game. Now a near turnover. Foul will go against the 4-1-3 here as Williams was shoved. And obviously the bonus eventually will come into play here in these late game scenarios. The fouls could be costly, and Yeah, we saw the 4-1-3 pick up 3 fouls in a span of 30 seconds, a couple of them going against Aponte on that inbound, and that could come back to bite them here in a late game spot. 4:13 remaining. And that is exactly the case here. Is Williams is at the line. We'll shoot 2. This is Brent Williams hitting the first. He's been absolutely electric tonight. Talked about his story. Played 3 seasons at the University of South Carolina. Gamecocks out of the SEC. Catch a free throw, no good. He's a transfer from Santa Fe College in Gainesville, Florida, originally from Orlando. As here's the drive and the missed layup by Buchanan, rebounded by Walker, who's back into the game. Williams pulling it out, resetting for the Bulldogs. Now finds Ralph Williams. Williams pull up 3, it's good. Ralph Williams makes this a 10-point contest. Double-digit lead for the first time tonight for the Bulldogs. Boyd trying to answer, no, and the 4-1-3 falling apart here as Williams up ahead. He gets it back. He's probably thinking about pulling it from there. Instead, the wise move to pull it back down and burn some more time off the clock here. Deep 3 by Ralph Williams is no good. Tracks down his own miss. Gets it back, goes to the cup, kicks it out. 3 is short off the front of the rim by Nelson, and another offensive rebound. My, oh my. Ralph Williams doing a great job keeping a couple possessions alive here. Edwards missed it. Now into the hands of Buchanan. And he drives, but an offensive foul is called against Green on that pick. And so in a 9-point game, 119 to 110, we'll have a timeout on the floor with 2:38 left. We'll be back momentarily here on the SFBN, the Sports Fan Base Network. Massachusetts. Site for this one, ABA basketball. Regular season coming to a close here in early March. 17-1 Binghamton Bulldogs and the 14-5 4-1-3 Elite doing battle here in the birthplace of basketball. 9-point game here, 2:38 left to go. The Elite, who led by 13 at one point in this one, trailing by 9. As going to the cup quickly is Kamari Robinson. He misses the layup underneath, and with Binghamton controlling, it seems more and more likely that they'll be able to remain perfect down the road this season. 7 of them coming in. They've won 6 in a row, looking for their 7th straight victory. Underneath, Edwards with the nice fake and finish. And, you know, over the last couple minutes, they have really just ran away with this one. As Robinson tries to answer, he lays it in. Robinson going coast to coast that time himself. Under 2 minutes left. This is Williams with it. Ralph Williams, that is. Started up top by Boyd. 9-point game, so 4-1-3. You're going to have to try and force a turnover here as Edwards goes all the way. That's a shot blocked at the rim. Back over to Williams, left open for three. Missed it, fight for the rebound, controlled by the Elite. With 1:35 left all the way, Robinson. It's foul. No foul call, excuse me. Clean block on the shot underneath, but the Elite will inbound. They retain with 1:34. Inbound to Buchanan. He just launches it. Oh, man. How did he hit that? Just a prayer by Buchanan that he drills it. 6-point game. Here comes Williams trying to slow it down. Gets double teamed. Find Edwards and now Ralph Williams. Williams with a kick out to Walker. Walker inside, got tangled up, lost it on the floor. Might have traveled, no call. Williams launches. Will have a timeout, it seems like, on the floor before the shot went up. So we'll see exactly how much time is left. But here for this timeout, got a chance to tell you that tonight's timeout sponsors are Next Home Elite Realty and Tactical Pest Solutions LLC. I'd like to thank them both and all of our sponsors for being part of the 413 Elite family. The 413 Elite is proud to welcome tonight the 413 Elite Foundation, Boys and Girls Club of Springfield, Iona's Cafe and Grill, Marriott Hotel Springfield Downtown, City Enterprise Incorporated, We Got the Juice, Established 88 Clothing, Lids Live Well and Company, Maddie's Pizzeria, Alpha Prime Athletics, Springfield Stretching and Massage Therapy. Thanking all of those sponsors who help support the team. All right, so 121, 115, minute 20 to go. It'll be inbounded here by Walker. Guarded by Green, doing some jumping jacks in front of him. Walker now gets it into Williams. Quick crossover, double team. Williams just hoists one up. He thought he was going to get fouled. No call, but Walker with the offensive rebound. Another killer offensive board for Binghamton. And now they can kill more clock with Williams in control of it. And Dan Rathmel telling his guys to just slow it down. Williams over to Ralph Williams, right side corner. Head fake, drives inside, floats it up, no. Rebounded by the Elite as they come quickly up the floor. With Bradshaw underneath the green, kick out, Buchanan for three, in and out. That's the one they needed right there with 44 seconds. Clock continues to roll, 40 seconds to go. Williams over to Nelson, now Walker. And Williams with it now. Crossover, this for the dagger, and there it is. Right to the heart of the 413 Elite. 25 seconds left to go. And now trailing by 9, that could just about do it. Up ahead quickly, and a foul. 19 and a half left, but that three by Williams is more than likely going to send the Binghamton Bulldogs to an 18-1 record this season. One of, if not the best, in all of the ABA, ranked as the ABA's top overall team according to the latest power ratings. And so, no doubt that they will remain in that spot heading into the postseason. And they do have one regular season game remaining tomorrow against the Bennington Martins. So they'll wrap it up tomorrow and then get geared up for another playoff run as both free throws locked down. 7-point game. 19 and a half seconds left. Inbound quickly and a foul. 18 seconds left. For the 413 Elite, they'll drop to 14-6. 5-3 here in Springfield on the year, 6-3 away from home. This will snap their 3-game winning streak as well. This is their final regular season game. Ralph Williams shooting a pair, hits the first. Back out to 8. Leon Simmons, the coach of the 413 Elite. Both are good. By Williams, 18 seconds left. Here they get it in. Racing up the floor and the slam by Robinson. 126, 117, 9 seconds left, and a foul by Green. 9 seconds left to go. More free throws coming up here for Binghamton. And it'll be Jimmy Walker shooting a pair. 8.7 officially left. Walker's first is no good. Second one is good. 8-point lead. 9 seconds. Buchanan just hoists from way downtown. Missed it, got his own rebound, puts it up. No good. With the rebound by Williams, Ralph Williams launches at the buzzer, and that will do it. From Springfield, Massachusetts, the Binghamton Bulldogs taking down the hometown 413 Elite here in this ABA regular season matchup, 127-119. Binghamton led in this one by the tandem of Brent Williams and Ralph Williams. Both of them shot terrifically from three-point range, made a bunch of different plays. You had the big man Derek Hard get involved in this one. Jimmy Walker and Deshaun Nelson chipping in offensively as well for the 413 Elite. It was really Jock Green handling the load offensively. You had other guys contribute as well. Jerry Buchanan made a flurry of threes, but it was just not enough. As one final time, Binghamton wins this one over the 413 Elite, 127-119. The Bulldogs get to 18-1 on the year. The 413 drop to 14-6. I've been Aaron Hooker on the Sports Fan Base Network. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening.